let's test this spot. So this is quite a tight spot with a resource behind me, a flag next to me, then mountains and water the other side. If I now go into looking for barbarians and do a barbarian 12, it should appear either somewhere before me or maybe just behind me on the other side of that. But when I press that, bang, where are we? We are all the way over there for a level 12 barbarian. Let's try a level 11. Okay, that appeared close. Let's try a 12, a 10, close again. And now a 9. Okay. That's pretty far away. So something has changed. It's almost as if now, at one time, if it couldn't find a spot, it would say unavailable. But now, instead of saying unavailable, it just pushes you away to the furthest barbarian, or the closest barbarian, wherever that might be. So, at one time, if it tried to spawn, say, here, where this water is, it would say, I can't do that. It would let you then press again, and it would say, no, I can't do that. Then it would let you press again, and then eventually it would appear where you wanted it. So let's just try 12 again. So 12 is far away. Let's try 12 again. No, it keeps giving me the same barbarian. Let's now just try an 8. Brilliant, that came close. A 7. Miles away. So why didn't the 7 come right in front of where I am? Look where it is. Where am I? That's miles away. Miles away. So something has happened with barbarian chaining, and it's almost as if it can't find the space next to you, i.e. it selects here for the spawn, instead of saying unavailable, where you could then keep clicking to make it happen, it seems to have changed. They still come close if they can find a spot, but if they can't find a spot, the default now appears to be like this. Let's go to the 12. So instead of being unavailable or close, bang, right the way out here. So, a big change. Something in the matrix has changed. This is, for some players, huge. If you are a disciple of the 12-inch PvP-ness strategies, then this is game-changing for you. I'm not sure. I need to test this a lot more, but it would appear there's been a huge change in the last update with how barbarians are found and spawned. I don't know if it's going to change anything on the larger numbers, because there was always a problem with the higher number barbarians that, as opposed to giving the one closest to your troops, it gave the one closest to your city hall, which could sometimes mean you've just killed this barbarian here, you search for a level 25, but because it's not looking for closest to your troops, it's looking closest to your city hall, it then says, oh, the closest level 25's over here, which makes no sense when if you just look, one's right next to you. So something's wrong, has always been wrong in the way you could look for barbarians, but something has definitely now gone wrong. Let's just try some lower numbers. Now, lower numbers won't be walking around, so they have to spawn. Yes. So the lower numbers have to spawn, but this is the furthest I've ever seen a level 12 be found from my city hall, which I think will make or certainly change barbarian chaining. What we'll have to do though is perhaps go out, test. If you kill that level 12, can you get one to spawn close to you? But then surely once you've killed all the level 12s in a certain distance, maybe that will then fix it. But something has changed in chaining. I don't fully know what yet, but it's certainly going to change the game for some of the free-to-play players that take advantage of that. Let me know if you've still been able to chain. This account is late in the game. I have tested this on my main account, and again, it was still throwing the level 12s far, far away. Let's switch back, shall we? So let's go back to my main. Just over the 15 million mark, doing well. Trying to head towards that 18 million before the Lost Kingdom opens. But of course, I haven't I've done a tiny bit of Barbarian chaining for one of the events, but I haven't really Barbarian chained on this account, so it wouldn't have affected me. But for some people, this will completely change how their early game goes. It'll give them more free time, and they'll have to just get out there and farm gems. But now let's go out to the map. So there's an 11 right next to me, but if I do a 12, how far away is that? That's miles away. That is definitely different. But if I do a low number, there's going to be no 5s around, for example. Okay, that's close-ish. That's close, yeah. Let's do an 8. Wow. So that's miles away. That is further than I'm used to, and I've been playing this game a long time. Something has definitely changed in Barbarian chaining. Let me know in the comments if you're a Barbarian chainer and you've been unable to farm the Loha or use this strategy. Also be interested to know if in the early game it's still affecting you. But this is big. I would have to do lots of testing to see if there's something I can do to get around that. But of course, the trick of putting cities around you or getting into a tight spot seems to have been stopped, and it seems to be, rather than it say Barbarian unavailable, it just finds the closest Barbarian. If it instead of spawning, it finds the closest Barbarian. That's what it looks like to me. Let me know in the comments if you're a Barbarian chainer and you have been stopped in your tracks. Thanks for watching.